Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our final week of English 101 at MCC section S06X. It's been fun saying that over the past 7 weeks. So this is the final week. There are really only 2 tasks left in the week. We'll talk about those in just a minute. However, an important thing I wanted to say right away is that our week does end on July 9. So this is set by the college. It's the last official date, and then we have to turn grades around pretty rapidly. So not Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but Friday at that time. So again, it's been a journey, 7 weeks. Thank you for your work in a class that's normally 15 weeks. When we concentrate that, it really is an accomplishment because it does take so much self-discipline and scheduling, and I know all of you are managing other careers and families and things that are keeping you busy in your life. So thank you for your effort. And speaking of that, something that I started doing in March last year. Remember March? Over a year ago, I was teaching 2 classes at the time, and boom, COVID, and everything. They were NC classes, one for MCC and one for GRCC, and then boom, everything just went online. It was an enormous adjustment for me as well as all of you if you were in that position as well, getting used to doing all the work online. So it's been a learning curve. But one thing I started doing last March, actually when the semester finished in May, is each semester I thought, I'm going to drop some scores just to provide everyone a little relief. So what I dropped just this morning from everyone's grade book, if you want to look at that in Blackboard, is the lowest participation score, the lowest discussion board score, and the lowest miscellaneous score. Now, I haven't scored everything from last week yet because it just came in, a lot of it last night. But hopefully that gives you, the opportunity to have a bad day, rainy day fund, or you know what I'm saying. It's nice to have a little respite from that. So I'm happy to do that. And like I said, I've been doing it every semester of what, 6, 7 classes I've been teaching during COVID here. So you might notice your grade just nudged up a little bit, probably not dramatically, but again, I wanted to give you a little bit of that. I wait till the last week because I don't want people to intentionally skip assignments. So hopefully that provides you a little relief. Let's go into our final week and we'll talk about the remaining 2 tasks. I'm going to switch screens here. So I've got the finish line here, and you're about to step over it again by Friday, July 9. And there are really 2 items that you'll need to do is submit the MLA term paper here. Again, the link is in the title. I would just ask you to make sure you've looked at the comments from your peers. Some of those probably didn't come in until last night, Sunday night, that you would look at those. And I emailed my comments to each one of you on your final essay last Thursday or Friday. And again, if you have any questions, let me know as soon as you can during the week if you need me to clarify something. And I also recommend you go through the instructions and the checklist one more time, just to make sure you've covered all your bases. It is the final essay. You really want to put forth your best effort, and it can nudge your grade up. Actually, probably at least half a grade if you do a very good job on the essay, very effective, or even an effective piece of writing. And then we do have a final exam essay. Now, I want to put your mind at ease. There is no cramming or studying or memorization of any kind. We like to use a final exam in an English course as just practice for an essay exam, and you will get essay exams at some point in your college career. You've probably already dealt with some of them, or at least essay style questions that you may have to answer. So I've made this pretty light, and it's an open-ended question. Anyone in our class can answer it. And when you start, you'll have 4 hours to complete the exam. Now, realistically, I think most people can do it in one. I mean, a couple of people might take up to 2 hours, but I just built that cushion in there in case something happens in the middle, because you do have to finish. So you have to answer a quick phone call or deal with a task really quickly. You can come back and finish your submission. The instructions will open when you click on that. I'll just bring you to that page. Hang on a second. Again, the link is in the title. And it's taking a little while. Oh, here we go. So here's our subject, or the topic, you might say, and when you are ready to begin. Again, when you're ready to do it, you'll click here. And just a reminder that it does force you to finish. So again, that's why I built in some time for it. So those are the remaining 2 tasks. I hope you had a great time with friends and family. We've never seen so many fireworks in our neighborhood before. It was mostly nice, but some of the louder explosions were rattling the windows, so it was a little disturbing. Just show you a couple pictures of what our weekend was like. This is my family, not the woman in pink here, she just snuck in. We were able to go to Holland Farmers Market. We actually spent 3 days together. This is Jackson, my oldest grandson, and Eli. And then you can't see Violet, my granddaughter, but she's in here. Let's see if I have a picture of Violet. Yeah, this is Violet right here with my wife, Mary. This is Jackson trying to peek in. We had a great time with family, and I hope you were able to celebrate and have some fun times too. So we have one more day, I guess you could say, in the holiday. And so Mary and I are going to run away for an afternoon in our 1996 Mazda Miata. One of my side jobs of many jobs when you're an adjunct English instructor is doing repairs and of all kinds. And so I work on cars on the side. I'm not going to say I'm a master mechanic by any stretch, but I did get this 1996 Mazda Miata kind of fell into my lap. Used to belong to my sister's, and she had it in Florida and said, hey, if you want it, you just go down there and pick it up. So I took a one-way flight and picked it up, drove it back up to Michigan, but boy, was it in bad shape. It had some cylinder head issues, some intake issues, and then the body and the rag top were really damaged. But I thought I'd show you what it looks like now. I love my Mazda Miata. And so we'll probably take that for a road trip today. Well, again, it's been a pleasure. And one thing I do want to leave you with is that I always tell people, once you've been in my class, it's sort of like being in a gang. You're in for life. And I mean that in a positive way. I just wrote a recommendation for a student I had in an English 102 class about 2.5 years ago. She contacted me. She said, hey, Todd, do you remember me? I'm like, of course I remember you. She needed a recommendation for school. And I said, I'd be happy to do that for you. So if you need something like that, or you just even want to run a bit of text by me, like, what do you think of this? I still have people who will drop me a bit and get my opinion. I'm happy to do that as well. And it's something that, I appreciate doing long-term as an instructor as well. So again, thank you very much for all your work. I wish you the best, not only at MCC, beyond that as well, and whatever program you decide to pursue. I bid you adieu. Take care.